Hello, mathematicians. Welcome to math class with me, Miss Taylor. Nice to see you. All right, thanks for coming. Let's see, do we have everything we need? Let's check. Do we have our fact practice packet? Got mine right here. Do we have our textbook? Check. Do we have our workbook? Check. Do we have some paper and a pencil? You might also want a whiteboard. And then today we are going to look a little bit at our place value chart as well. So if you do not have these things, please pause the video, get all of your items. So I was just gathering all my items. If you need to do that, just pause the video. Perhaps you need to go and get your eraser. Okay. Alrighty, let's get started. So we always start with our fact practice packet. So today we are going to look at page 10. So we're going to do our fact practice packet, and then we'll look in our textbook. We'll do some practice together, and then your workbook. So today we are looking at page 10 in our fact practice packet. And today is October 22nd, so I've been writing the date up there. And remember that each day we're going to do one page in our fact practice packet, and this should take us maybe 1 minute, maybe 2 minutes, maybe 30 seconds. Remember, it's a good idea to see if you can time yourself. So maybe Miss Taylor will time herself. My phone is a little dirty there. Okay, so maybe I will put my phone here and time myself. If you want to do this with me, you could get your packet, pause the video, get your packet, see if you could beat Miss Taylor. Can you beat me? Alrighty, so otherwise you could do your fact practice after the video, but I'm going to go ahead and see if I can do mine right now. Oh, but before I start, I notice that we're adding and subtracting. So we talked about this a little bit last time. You might want to circle the plus or minus sign, or you could go ahead and do all the adding and then go back and do all the subtracting, or you could mix it up and see if you could just go in order like that. So I think I'm just going to try to see if I can go in order and not get confused. All right, ready? Go. Okay, so that took Miss Taylor about 36 seconds. 36 seconds. And then after you write how long it took you, we can check our answers on the back. So for those of you who are doing that with me, what was your time? If you beat me, let me know. You can send me a comment and say, oh, Miss Taylor, I finished it in 35 seconds. All right, so I'm going to look at my numbers here. I got 13, 5, 3, 2, 4. 13, 5, 3, 2, 4. I got a bunch of 4s, 2, 7. Oh, made a little mistake here. Where's my mistake? 11 minus 5. Oops, I put 4. It should be, let's see, I'm going to think about if I have 5, how many more to get me up to 11? So 5 plus 5 is 10 and 1 more. So this should actually be 6. Woo, good thing I checked my work. Okay, next one, 8, 12, 3, 8, 12, 3, 1, 5. Yep. Check this row. Looks good. And the last row. Okay, so again, we're going to kind of do this, see if we can do it quickly. It helps with our mastery of these facts. It helps us kind of memorize those. And then make sure you check your work so you can see and you can fix your mistakes. That's a really good way for us to learn, is by checking our mistakes. Alrighty, so today we are going to practice renaming tens. So the other day, on Tuesday, we practiced renaming in the ones place when we have too many ones. Well, today we're going to practice a few problems when we are adding and we have too many tens. So here you can see they've given us a little sample problem where we have 563. Oh, and I should mention I'm on page 42 right now. So if you want to follow along with me, it'd be a very prudent idea to open up to page 42. And I am looking at the top here. If we were adding these two numbers, 563 plus 56. So what we always do is we always start in the ones place. And we always start at the top. And here we have 3 plus 6. And so they've kind of shown us over here what that would look like on our place value chart. So here they have the 3 plus the 6. And we know if we add 3 plus 6, we get the number 9, right? Now, let me actually show you what that would look like over here. So we are doing 563 plus 56. All right. I like to draw my lines to separate. If it helps you, you could put the 0 there because we don't have any hundreds in the second number. So we're going to add 3 plus 6. So you can see 3 ones plus 6 ones, and we know that's 9 ones. And then we're going to move over to our tens place. Now in our tens place, we have 6 plus 5. And we know that 5 plus 5 is 10. So 6 plus 5 is 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Second graders, can we put 11 in the tens place? No, we can't put 11 in the tens place because 11 is a 2-digit number. We can only put 1 digit here. So what we're going to do is we're going to do what this little guy is telling us to do. He says we can change 10 tens for 100. So we can take 10 of these and rename it as 100. Is 10 tens the same as 100? Let's see. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Yes, it is. So we're going to put that over here, and what that looks like is this. So we had 11 tens, but we're going to rename that as 100. I'm going to circle it to make sure I don't forget that little guy. 100, and then what do we have left? We have 1 10 left over. And that's what that would look like. So this 6 tens plus 5 tens is 11 tens, but we're renaming it as 100 and 10 tens because that is the same as 11 tens. And again, we can see that by if we counted these up, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, and then that would be 110. Is this 110? Well, there's 100 and 10. Yeah. So that's how we do that. That's how we rename when we have too many in the tens place. And then we go over to the hundreds place. We have 500 plus 100. So don't forget the one we renamed. And that would be 619. So very similar to what we did the other day when we had too many in the ones place. Today we're going to practice what happens when we have too many in the tens place. So let's do another example together. I think I'm actually going to hop down and do this one, number 11. And when you do your practice at home, I asked you to do the problems on this page, on page 42. You don't need to do all of these. I would maybe pick one here, maybe a couple here. You could do this one, maybe a couple here, but you don't need to do this entire page unless you want to, but that would kind of take a long time. So you can think about, I'm going to pick a few of these to do as practice, and then I'm going to start my homework. So let's try this one. So we have 382 plus 145. All right. Draw my lines to separate the spaces. If you want to write your hundreds, tens, and ones, you could do that too. Although, you know what, it might not be such a great idea right now because we're going to have to do some renaming. So we kind of want to keep this spot open. So I think I'm going to erase those for now. Alrighty, so We always start in the ones place, and we always start at the top. So I sometimes like to draw an arrow there to show we always start at the top. So we have 2 plus 5, 2 ones plus 5 ones. And they're showing us what that would look like here. We have 2 plus 5, and we can do that because that's just 7. Now when we move over here to the tens place, now we have 8 plus 4. 8 plus 4, we know 8 plus 2 makes 10, and then we have 2 left over. So we can't put 12 tens in the tens place because that's a 2-digit number. We can only put a 1-digit number there. So what we're going to do is we're going to do some renaming. And in fact, if you wanted to, with your ones and tens and hundreds, if you wanted to kind of practice that, that would be, so you could get, actually you could get 12 tens, because here we're 8 plus 4, oops, so 8 tens. Here, let me get my 8 tens out. There's 4 tens. And let's see. Okay, so there's my 8 tens. This is kind of what we started with here. So we have our 8 tens, but now we're adding 4 tens. I'm going to add 4 more tens to this. There we go. I'm going to scoot this up a little bit so we can see it. Okay, so now we've got 8 tens plus 4 tens. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 tens. But we can't put 12 tens here. What we can do is take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 tens, and we can rename this as 100. Now wait a second, is this the same as 100? Let's check. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Yes, so this is the same as 100. So we could do a little magic. We could take these 10 tens. What I like to do is hold my 10 tens in one hand, and then I get a 100 in my other hand, and I do a little magic. Okay, I go like this. 10, whoops, and then I drop them. 10 tens becomes, ta-da, 100. Now, is that not really magic, right, students? But it kind of helps me think about, oh, this is the same as this. So what we're doing here is we're putting 100 over here, and then we still have our 2 tens. Okay, because this is still the same as, whoops, my lights went out, 12 tens. 12 tens is the same as 100 and 2 tens. And then we can go to our hundreds place. 100 plus 3 hundreds plus 1 more 100 is 500. All right, so that's our answer, 527. And if we wanted to think about, let's see, does my answer make sense here? We can think about, we could check our work. That would be prudent for us. We could think about, let's see, I've got 7 minus 5, that makes 2. And 2 minus 4, well, we actually haven't learned about renaming and the subtracting yet. So maybe we'll wait until next lesson for that. But so your homework for today is workbook, page 49 to 50. So let's quickly look at that together. Here we go. On page 49, looks like this. We have some fish. And then page 50 looks like this. So you're going to do pages 49 and 50 for today. Why don't we go ahead and let's do the first one together. So if you were on page 49, I would recommend drawing your lines to separate your hundreds from your tens and your ones. And then we're always going to start in the ones place. So we always start right here. I'm going to draw a little arrow so I know where I start. Okay. And then I'm going to do 1, 1 1 plus 4 ones, and I know that's 5 ones. And then I'm going to move over to my tens place. 9 tens plus 7 tens. Let's see. 9 plus 7, that would be 16. Can I put 16 here? No, that is too many. If I were putting 16 here, that would be 16 of these. That's too many. Can't put 16 there. 16 of these tens, it wouldn't fit. Let's see, how many do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh my goodness. 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh my goodness, look at all those tens. I cannot fit that many tens over in this little spot here. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to rename 10 of these to be 100. So I got my 100 over here. I know that 100 is the same as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm going to take these 10 tens and rename them as 100. And how we show that, again, is we put our 100 over here and we're going to circle it. Please circle your 100 so we can see where it is. And then we've still got 6 left over, which makes sense because 9 plus 7 is 16. And 16 tens is the same as 100 and 6 tens. And then I can go over here and I could add my hundreds. 1 plus 6 is 7, plus 1 more is 8. Okay, so that is how you do your renaming. We have too many in the tens place. So that is your homework for today. And then what you're going to do to help you check your answers is you're going to go down here and you're going to join the dots by following the order of the answers above. You will get a picture of some other picture here. So this is how we check our answers. So here I've got 865. Oh, good. I'm going to start here, and then I'm going to draw a line to this one, 865. When I get to my next one, I'm kind of predicting it might be this one. Maybe let's try just one more together. 2 plus 3 is 5. 5 tens plus 8 tens. Let's see, that would be 13 tens. But I can't put 13 tens, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 13 times. Nope. What I can do is rename it as 100 and 3 tens. See how that still looks like 13? So 1 here and a 3 there. And then 1 plus 3 is 4. And please make sure you show your renaming and you circle that renaming. 435. Oh, good, we did it correctly. All right, so that is how you're going to do your homework for today. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, scholars. See you soon. Bye.